And you could say, listen, your ex-girlfriend just died. Even if you hadn't seen her for 15 years, you can be like, I loved her. You find a fucking chick and say your ex-boyfriend died and he's a dickhead anyway. They don't care. They don't care. It's true, bro. That women can be heartless. Any G who's at the top of his game knows. Bro, there's been times even I have felt guilt. There's been times I met a chick and and we end up together, whatever, and sleeping together, whatever, and she's around my house and she's like, hey, look, like laughing at her ex, just pouring his fucking heart out, bro.
It's crazy.
They're cunts. They can be.
What about unconditional love? Does that exist?
No. It does for women. It doesn't exist for men. Women can be unconditionally loved by society as a whole. No matter how bad it is, a thing women do, if she's pretty, bro, a woman could go and kill 10 people. But if she was smoking hot and her mugshot came up, it would be all over Twitter. Kill me anytime, babe.
And the replies.
They'd love her anyway. She's hot. That's it. Women can be unconditionally loved. Men are only loved for how useful we are. Second you stop being useful as a man, you'll see how cruel this world is. When nobody looks at you and goes, this man has a utility. This man is good for X. This man can solve this problem. Second you become a useless man, you'll see how cold and heartless this world is, because nobody gives a solitary fuck about men who can't fix problems.
It's true.
That's why we exist. So unconditional love does not exist for men. It never has been, it never will. Even your woman, to a degree, is going to love you. And I'm not saying her love isn't pure. I'm not saying her love isn't pure. But a woman's love is still based on your ability to fix her problems to a degree. If a woman comes to you and goes, I have this issue, and you go, can't fix it. If that happens over and over and over and over again, she will fall out of love with you. Someone else will fix it. So she's going to love someone else. Whereas, I'll be honest, in my relationships, I don't go to women to solve my problems. It's interesting, they asked, I don't know where I saw this, it was a long time ago, but I saw it was a survey. They were asking virgin women if they want a virgin man. And even a virgin woman said no.
Wow.
I think as a woman that the number one thing that men value in women is innocence. I think innocence is very, very attractive. And it's not just about sex. As a man, when you find a woman, if you were to build your ideal woman from the ground up, you'd want to be able to give her experiences and show her
she's never done. Exactly.
You want to show her things she's never done.
For sure.
In every realm, not just sexually and everything else. You want to be the first person to take her first class, first person to put her in a 5-star hotel, first person to take her to a nice restaurant.
Private jet.
Yeah, you want to be the guy to show her the world, right?
Of course.
So, and that also includes sexually. So you like the idea of a woman with less experience, so you can show her things.
Of
If
course.
a woman's like, I know all of it.
Yeah,
You're a bit like,
yeah.
all of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Part of being a man is experience. I think as a man, sexual experience is very important. I think that women are happier if they act in a certain way, which is true to their national biological imperatives and true to God. But I think as a man, it's the opposite. I think that men treat women who act true to God better. I think that their relationships are better. I think the family is better. I think the children are raised better. I think society ends up better. I think as a whole, all of it, the whole world becomes a better place. And it's all based on love. I truly and utterly believe in love between a man and a woman. As a man, sexual experience and sexual, the fact that you've been around the block to a degree is actually very important. I think that you can learn a lot about women. It's not just sleeping with them. You need to have a whole bunch of girls you've just slept with. You need to have relationships. You need to have that time you got your heart broken. You have to learn. You have to let it use it to fuel you. I've said this now. Any man who says he hasn't had their heart broken is lying.
Cap.
But there's two kinds of men. There's people who have their heart broken and let it destroy them, and there's the men who have their heart broken, can't sleep, so they're in the gym 3 times a day. That's it. If you walk into the gym right now and find the fucking guy's training hardest, he's probably lost his bitch. Bro, I remember when I lost my bitch. Motivation. You find the guy who's fucking going nuts. It's like, yeah, my girl left me. Bro, it's just normal.
You're right. Because
it can make you great. But what's actually truly interesting is that's why, even in very subtle ways, the reason women love scars on men, something has happened to them. I think we have similar building blocks, similar pieces of Lego, and how we put ourselves together is
what makes us us.
I think that all life paths, to a degree, are semi-similar. Yeah, we end up in different positions. Some are successful and some aren't, and blah, blah, blah. But I think if you take the average man in the Western world, there's 1 or 2 or maybe 3 possible stories. We all start off as nothing. Most men are born with 0 value. You can be born with rich parents and be a little bit.
It doesn't matter though. Yeah.
But you're born with basically no value. You fall in love with that bitch in school who wants the jock and not you, or the older guy, and then you get your girl and she breaks your heart, and most men have had a pretty similar story. Me, you can name it all.
Of course.
But it's just how those events affect you and how you internalize them and how you use them to become who you are.
I would say most men go through similar obstacles and different types of life experiences.